What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Layup Game, episode 181. We're almost at 200. We're not going to make it this year. Or next season, we'll be at 200.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of episodes. This is the Average Man's Perspective on Football. I am your co-host, Marcus.
I'm the GOAT. The GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. Really? Yeah, undisputed. Undisputed.
Next up, we got Herman. Say what up, Herman.
Hey.
You are a hater.
And last but never least, we got Mark. Say what up, Mark.
Good evening.
And me, I'm 56 years old. Damn. I'm sorry.
As you can see, we are missing Brian tonight. We hope to have him back soon. Thanking you, Brian. Come back soon. Before we get started, I want to encourage everyone to like, share, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on YouTube. You can catch us on Facebook in our Facebook group, The Layup Game. We're on X at The Layup Game 3, on Instagram at The Official The Layup Game, and on TikTok at The Layup Game 91. You can also catch us broadcasting on the Aboriginal Sports Network, the same time as broadcasting here. Going over there and check those guys out. They do a little bit of everything: football, baseball, basketball, wrestling. They do it all over there. So go on over there and check out the Aboriginal Sports Network. Week 6 is in the book. Week 7 is up next. Kind of a disappointing week for your boy.
A lot of the NFC East it was. Yeah.
Giants, the only team to win in the NFC East. Like, what world are we living in when that happens?
Wow.
The only team to win in the NFC East. Yeah. So, who's hosting tonight?
I am.
So, Mark, you are hosting tonight, so go ahead and start us off, Mark.
Thank you, sir. So we're going to talk about some NFL news first. Then we get into some hot topics. We're going to review our last week games and then pick the picks for the upcoming week games. And then we'll end the show with our final thoughts. So with the news, we're going to start off the news. I'll throw it back to you, Marcus. What's the first news story?
Thank you, Mark. The NFL suspended Lions safety Brian Branch one game on Monday for his role in a post-game fight following Detroit's 30-17 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, the league announced. Your aggressive non-football act was entirely unwarranted, posed a serious risk of injury, and clearly violated the standards of conduct and sportsmanship expected of NFL players, NFL VP of Football Operations John Ryan said in a letter to Branch. Per the league statement, your conduct reflected poorly on the NFL and has no place in our game. Branch is appealing his one-game ban, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported. I don't know why. Branch sparked a skirmish on Sunday night when he struck Chiefs wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster in the face following a game-ending kneel down from Patrick Mahomes. Smith-Schuster proceeded to confront Branch, who grabbed the receiver's face mask and threw him to the ground, which sparked a larger fight that marred what had been a competitive game between two Super Bowl contenders.
He appealing it so he can get to play probably this week, and then unless they do it fast, then he'll at least get to play this week and then be suspended.
He don't need to play. What's his name is coming back? Rasheed Rice is back. He can say he'll be all right. Oh no, I'm taking the wrong team.
No, yeah, you're talking about
Branch. Yeah, I'm talking. Okay,
yeah, Branch. Yeah, that's why he did that.
All right, next news story. Herman, give us the next news story, please.
Jake Moody had been on the Chicago Bears active roster for all of 7 hours by the time he kicked a 38-yard field goal as time expired to beat the Washington Commanders on Monday night. Moody was elevated from the practice squad earlier in the day because Bears kicker Cairo Santos is dealing with an injury to his right thigh. Santos was injured during Chicago's Week 4 win at Las Vegas and was a full participant in practice during the week. We made it through the week, and we just said, hey, Santos wasn't feeling it, and we went ahead and made the change, Bears coach Ben Johnson said. Moody, who has been with Chicago since September 13th, became the first Bears kicker to boot a walk-off field goal as time expired in the fourth quarter in his debut with the franchise. The 25-year-old was mobbed by teammates as the winner sailed through the uprights at the Northwest Stadium. He was then carried off the field in celebration.
I guess that was the Super Bowl Bears. Congratulations.
Hey, they got back at y'all though.
How about this?
Super Bowl. I can see that. They can't people off in week 5. So, week 6. Okay, Super Bowl for you. Okay, congratulations. There you go. Applause.
I was a little salty there, huh?
Let me ask you a question. Didn't you celebrate like y'all won the Super Bowl last year when you beat them?
No, I was just happy we won again.
Y'all didn't celebrate like that?
I mean, it was okay. How many Hail Marys do you get like that? Walk-off winning field goals happen all the time.
That wasn't my question. I said, didn't y'all celebrate like it was Super Bowl?
I'm just saying. No, we didn't celebrate like the Super Bowl. We celebrated the remarkable play.
You celebrated. That's all they did. They just celebrated.
It sounds just like a politician. That's a politician answer right there. Not y'all.
I'm just saying. Y'all won your Super Bowl. Congratulations, Bears. Happy for you. I guess I'll read Brian's story.
I'm happy for him too.
Shut up.
You can skip it.
Yeah, he put one in there. Go ahead and read the story.
No. Because I want to read this one. Because because we about to have a debate later on, and somebody a week ago said that Justin Fields could do what Jalen Hurts could do. So Justin Fields played a whole NFL game and threw for negative 10 yards in the contest. He was 9 of 17 for 45 yards, but also got sacked 9 times for negative 55 yards. Despite the abysmal performance, head coach Aaron Glenn is sticking with his quarterback. When asked at the press conference, in so many words, if the coach would consider sitting Fields in next week's game versus the Panthers, Glenn rebuffed the idea quite emphatically in what amounted to a tense exchange. Justin's numbers are not good for this game, the reporter said. Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you consider? The reporter couldn't even finish before Glenn interjected. Come on, man. What kind of question is that? Glenn said. He did not have a good game. I think it's a fair question, the reporter continued. There's a number of guys that, sometimes this league is like this, Glenn replied, making up and down motion with his hand, and there are guys that have had bad games. It doesn't mean you just bench him. Come on, you know better than that. But seemed to be a different reporter then chimed in, noting that in those other instances Glenn is referring to, the team in question is usually not 0-6. Everybody's played a role in that. It's not just Justin, Glenn went on. I understand where you guys are trying to take this, but there's a number of other guys that got to pick their game up too. But I don't want to sit there and pin this all on Justin. I'm not looking as this is just, man, he played a bad game, and I'm going to bitch him. I don't see it that way, the coach concluded. I don't know how long that kind of attitude. I don't know how long they ain't going to be a head coach.
Well, the way that the media is going at the dude. I mean, if you go back and start to look at Justin Fields' numbers for the games that they lost, he hasn't necessarily been the problem. Last week was a bad game, yeah. But if you go back and look at some of his other games, like when they lost to Philly, when they lost to Pittsburgh, he threw one touchdown. I think he passed for 218 yards, and he was 16 of 21 or something like that. I mean, granted, even when he played the Cowboys, he balled out.
Defense.
And even when he played Pittsburgh,
that's what I'm saying.
He had a pretty good game.
He had a pretty good game against Pittsburgh too, yeah. But I think that's what pissed him off, was because that question was kind of stupid to put it just on him when he's been playing pretty decently and nobody else really has. That's
negative 10 yards though.
That's the New York media right there for you.
Well, the Jets have had you can't blame the New York media.
And the negative 10 yards, you got to look at that too. Negative 10 yards. That means that's because he was getting sacked.
A couple of times, he was holding on the ball way too long.
He was, but that means that nobody's getting open too. So, who's his backup?
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, I think Tyrod do a better job than that.
I don't think that's much of it. Actually, he can't, because week 2, Tyrod passed for 59 yards, I think it was. I'm just in the stats right now. But yeah, go ahead, Mark. We don't want to hang too much on.
Last story we have is mine. 3 days after Tua Tagovailoa called out his teammates for showing up late and not showing up at all for players-only meetings during their 1-5 start to the season, the Miami Dolphins quarterback apologized for his post-game. I made a mistake. We talk a lot about we've got to get this going, come in excited for work, and forget about the noise. I feel like I just added on to that for our guys. The Dolphins only won this season, came against the winless New York Jets team. Miami has lost its 2 games since by combined 5 points, letting a fourth quarter lead slip each time. So what he did was he backtracked his story about his teammates.
It was too late. He let it slip. He probably shouldn't have, but he was PO'd. You know what I'm saying?
He was frustrated.
Yeah, he was. And I'm gonna go back real quick to Fields because I want to defend Fields. No, because look, week 2 and 3 he didn't even play. Okay. When he came back against the Dolphins, they lost that game, but he was 20 for 27, 1 touchdown, 226 yards passing, and another 81 yards rushing and another touchdown. It's not Justin Fields, and that's why Aaron Glenn was ticked off at that dumb question.
Man, y'all cap so hard for Justin Fields when you got dog Jalen Hurts. Y'all some haters. I don't understand. Explain, make that make sense. Y'all be capping hard for that dude.
Ain't nobody capping hard for him. The point is that the question was a dumb question.
I don't know.
To blame Justin Fields off of that one game.
Mark.
Are you, Mark?
Mark.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, we're ready to move on.
That includes our news for the week.
Well, that's the news.
You gonna move on to the hot topic?
You gonna move on, Mark? You are hosting, Mark.
You forgetting hosting?
Mark, are you there, Mark?
All right. I'm here. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got you.
All right. Our first hot topic we'll get in. How many quarterbacks would you pick over Jalen Hurts this season? Herman, I'll let you start this one off.
Hold on, let's get some explanation of why we're having this conversation.
Okay, explain.
Because last week after the show, you guys were just dogging Jalen out and told me there's like 12, 13 quarterbacks in the league playing right now. You would take over Jalen Hurts.
This season.
That's just
this season.
To me.
That's true.
That sounds like foolishness, complete utter foolishness. And you also said, since we talked about the guy with negative 10 yards last week, that Justin Fields could do what Jalen Hurts do, and that they could be swapped out. Which
they definitely could be. They definitely could be swapped out.
I definitely say it's ridiculous. So this is why we have, since y'all want to be those disrespectful to Jalen Hurts.
I'm glad you started it off that way with such compassion about this being totally ridiculous, because when you hear this list, I think you'll change your mind.
I got a list too. I definitely get to know 12.
I got the 13, and I was being nice.
You reaching?
No, okay. You say so. All right. Here's my list.
Let's hear him.
Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, Baker Field, Mahomes, Daniel Jones, Justin Herbert. What'd you say? Did you say Daniel Jones? You're crazy. I'm gonna back this up with a little bit of stuff too. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, Jaden Daniels, and Lamar Jackson. That's 13 right there. I left off some. Now you telling me about who was your response? What was your Daniel Jones?
Jones.
Let's start with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. Where is he? Daniel Jones is 7th in passing yards. Okay. Jalen Hurts 19th in passing yards. Okay. So let me give you some more. Daniel Jones is. Should have pulled these out because I knew you were going to say something. Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts are tied for touchdown passes. Let's go with completion percentage. Daniel Jones, 71.7 completion percentage. Jalen Hurts, 68.0 completion percentage. Okay. Anybody else on the list you want to challenge off on?
Herbert.
Who?
Herbert.
Justin Herbert. Okay, let's go with Justin Herbert. Let's see. Justin Herbert is eighth in passing yards, and I think I just told you a minute ago that Jalen Hurts is 19th in passing yards. Let's go to touchdowns. Justin Herbert is 9th in touchdown passes, and Jalen Hurts is 17th in touchdown passes. You want to go completion percentage, or you want to move on from that one? Let's do completion percentage just to make sure. Okay. Yeah, just to make sure. All right, let's see. Oh, he got him. Justin Herbert, 68% completion percentage. Jalen Hurts, 68% completion percentage. Justin Herbert, 67.6. I think I'll take the guy who's throwing more touchdowns, though. Anybody else you want to challenge on this list? I don't come up with this stuff just kind of off the top of my head. I may be the hater of the show, but I back up some of my hate with stats and facts. Anybody else you want to challenge on the list?
No, we can move on.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because
but I still say it's BS.
You realize that
it's BS.
This
BS.
list is not BS.
I want to look at wins. That's what counts. I don't care which the percentage. I don't care which the stats are. Wins.
No
wins.
Here's the whole thing.
Count.
If I can give you a quarterback, with better stats. If I can give you a quarterback with better stats, obviously he can plug in right where Jalen Hurts is and win a game.
Give me each of those quarterbacks winning percentage since Jalen Hurts has been starting for the Eagles. I bet you he tops all of them. He tops everybody on your list in winning percentage.
But see, now you're changing.
And that's what counts.
You are changing the argument, because the whole
argument wasn't that.
Exactly. The whole topic
wasn't
was
that.
This
he wins
season.
Games. He wins.
The whole
games.
topic was this season.
He wins games.
You lost the argument already, and Mark hasn't even gone. I think I've proven my point.
You didn't prove it.
I've backed it up with my stats, and I will sit back and not say anything else on this topic.
You just hate him because he's in the same division as your.
You can't. When you have facts to go with it, is it really hate,
or is it
just facts?
Who has a Super Bowl?
Is it really hate, or is it just facts?
Out of all the quarterbacks you named, besides
but we're talking about this
season. Who has a Super Bowl?
We're talking about this season. See how you're changing the argument.
And Matthew Stafford. Who else besides Matthew Stafford and Mahomes?
You see it right. You see it right, Mark. You see how he's changing it.
This is why we having a conversation.
He outplayed the best quarterback in the league. Some say ever. Both times he was Super Bowl with him. Both times the Super Bowl.
Right now, this season, I can plug in anybody onto the Eagles and they'll play better than Jalen Hurts.
And I say that's the offensive coordinator's fault, not the quarterback.
Yeah, you're swinging on his.
And you are hate.
You're riding the green Kool-Aid a little bit too hard. So that's my list, and my list is not. So you thought my list was going to be crazy, and it wasn't. Everybody on there factually can play better than him right now, and it is playing better than him right now. That's what it boils down to.
Who's the Super Bowl champion? Only two people on that list had Super Bowl.
Okay,
actually,
you ready?
Actually, three. Actually, I'm sorry, three.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for your list, Mark.
Okay.
I know yours is
a lot of them are yours. We know the top ones: Lamar, Josh Allen, Joe Burrows, Patrick Mahomes, Justin.
Wait a minute. This season, how you gonna put Joe Burrow in there? He ain't playing.
I'm sorry, who?
Joe Burrow ain't playing.
When we said quarterbacks in the NFL, right?
This season.
What did Herman say this season?
Well, that's what the
Joe Burrows. Is. I still take.
If he
Joe
wasn't
Burrows.
hurt, I would take Joe Burrows over him too. So
thank you, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, he was on my list. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Jordan Love.
Yep.
Did I leave somebody out?
No, I mean you said pretty much everybody I had. Bakerfield.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Oh,
and look,
Bakerfield. The only one I probably didn't say was Bakerfield.
After Monday night, I might even throw in Penix.
Yeah, I know you a lie.
Did you watch that game?
I did. Man. And I have great hopes for Penix. But right now, at this moment, it's enough for me.
This season, he's playing better than him, actually. Oh, no, he's right there with him on stat block. They're 3-2, I think.
Sorry? That bye week already?
Hold on. Yeah, I think they. Yeah, Atlanta's 3-2.
Bye week already. Okay.
And I believe we had this discussion at one time before that I do truly believe that if Justin Fields would have had the quarterback training, the coaching when he first started in the NFL, much like Jalen Hurts or any other quarterbacks, I think we have a different result. Part of Justin Fields not being too effective is he hang on the ball too much. That's also coaching. That plays a part in coaching also.
Coaching, line play is a problem. 13
NFL quarterbacks I can pick that I'll throw in there, and they can do it exactly, if not better, than Jalen Hurts in the NFL right now.
The only thing they probably can't do better than him is the tush push, and that's it. That's it.
All right, whatever. Y'all ready for my list?
Which you had like 5.
Let's hear your argument, Marcus.
This is like spades. I got 7 and 2 possible. Maybe
2 possible.
Of course, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, and maybe Matthew Stafford, and maybe Jordan Love. Not 100%
maybe
sure.
Matthew Stafford.
Maybe.
Okay.
He got back problems. He can't stay healthy.
Didn't Stafford get them to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Didn't Jalen Hurts get them to the Super Bowl?
He taking all this extra stuff into account.
So that's all I got. I had 7 and impossible. And the other people y'all putting on your list, no way. Not putting Aaron Rodgers on there. Aaron Rodgers, he doing okay. He doing okay because he's in Pittsburgh with Tomlin. Okay. Anywhere else, he'd be garbage. Who else did y'all say?
Trevor Lawrence has got the same winning percentage this year as Jalen Hurts.
Definitely not Trevor. Not at this point. Not Trevor Lawrence. Not taking him. Who else y'all say?
Jordan Love. You gonna tell me Jordan Love can't do what Jalen Hurts does?
Jordan Love threw a lot of interceptions.
They're damn near the same player.
No, Jordan Love can do it, man.
Crazy. Jordan Love is good, and I think he'll be a superstar in this league.
What do you think about if you put Jaden Daniels in there, your quarterback?
I said Jaden Daniels.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, he did. I had him on my list, even though he's ranked lower than but he was hurt like 3-4 games. So I gave him that benefit of that doubt.
I don't know. I just wins count. And none of these quarterbacks on any of your list has more wins than
but see, you're changing what the argument is. We're talking about
up until very recently he was 4-0. So now he's 4-2.
Okay, and so is Trevor Lawrence. So is Drake May is 4-2.
Just win the Super Bowl.
Drake May is 4-2. See, no, you don't get to do that though, Marcus. You can't keep going one argument and then switch it to another one. That's not how
that counts.
We talk about this season. We talk about this season.
As soon as I throw him a number that matches his number, then he goes to the Super Bowl. That's not how that argument's working.
That's exactly how it works. What do you draft a quarterback for? To get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl.
Oh,
here we go.
He's
gotten there twice.
But you keep saying,
and I'll play the best quarterback in the world.
You just said
times.
He was 4-0 2 weeks ago, right? So now he's 4-2. Now, when I throw you other quarterbacks who are 4-2, Daniel Jones is 5-1. Then you go, well, Super Bowl. That's not the argument.
Daniel Jones just got good.
That's not the argument.
Daniel Jones just got good.
But that's not the argument. We're gonna stick with the argument, and you need to argue within the parameters.
You would start all the quarterbacks on Philly's team over Jalen Hurts.
Yes, and they would be better.
And me too.
You tripping?
I would do it.
They would be better. You telling me that Dak on Philly wouldn't be better?
I got Dak on my list.
I'm saying, but you're telling me that you don't believe that Daniel Jones could do what he's doing with the Eagles, doing it with Colts. It's almost the same team, except the Eagles have better receivers.
No, I don't.
Daniel Jones has a good running back in Taylor in Indianapolis. He would have a great running back in Saquon, but he would have 2 better wide receivers and a better O-line and maybe a better defense. I don't know.
Talk to me at the end of the season about Daniel.
Okay. Because your argument is
we're gonna relive this conversation.
We'll relive this.
I just think y'all some serious haters.
It's gonna come back.
You don't want to face the fact. You don't want to face the fact that we've proven that these quarterbacks can do what Jalen Hurts.
You ain't proving nothing to me because the wins count.
I
Ring
gave
is
you
top.
wins. I gave you wins. I gave you wins, and then when I
We'll
gave you
talk to
wins, you start
when the end
screaming
of the
about
season
Super
get here.
Bowl.
We see where you at.
Yeah.
All right, our next hot topic: who is the best team in NFL currently, in your opinion?
That's hard.
Marcus, I'll let you start this out. Who's the best team right now, in your opinion?
To be honest with you, it's hard to say. Pretty much every team has had some bad game or games. I would have said Detroit before Sunday night. I would like to say Kansas City, even though they looked great Sunday night. They might be back, and they're getting their star wide receiver back. Still 3-3. I was thinking it was maybe the Chargers. Not so much. I think they lost two in a row, or did they just win last?
They're on a 1-game win streak, so they lost one last week. Yeah.
To be honest, I guess you at this point you would have to say it would have to be the Buccaneers. I mean, they've lost a couple. What are they? 4-2?
They're 5-1.
They're 5-1. Okay, so they've only lost one game. They got one of the best records in the league. Baker Mayfield's been playing lights out. With his 2 star wide receivers out. And I think they play Detroit this weekend. Don't they? Play Detroit this weekend.
They do.
Yeah.
Night,
So that's another test. So so I guess actually it's pretty easy. It would have to be Tampa Bay, which I didn't think I'd be saying at this point, but I had to go with Tampa Bay. They got a 5-1 record. Quarterback's looking great. Star wide receivers out, but they're still balling. Baker's name is a contention for MVP. Has to be the Buccaneers, hands down. Nobody else.
I'm gonna probably say the power rankings have it listed as the Bucks number 1, the Lions number 2, the Bills number 3, even after their loss, Colts number 4, and the Eagles number 5. That's the top 5. I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think the Bucks, from what the Bucks have been doing, there's no way they tell me they'd have won that game Sunday without having their 2 top wide receivers down, Mike Evans and Bucky Irvin out, and they pull off that win like that. The way they won it, they the top team to me right now in the rankings. So yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I think Tampa Bay has the number 1 team right now in my. I think I'm surprised that the Bills are in even the top 3, especially after Josh Allen's been playing a hero ball and giving away games. So yeah,
they just dropped 2 in a row too.
Yeah. And that's a game I feel like they should have. That's a game I feel like they should have won.
Yeah.
Nobody thought that Atlanta was going to happen. That was a shocker.
Yeah, and Atlanta might have walked their butt too.
And I mean, it should have been worse. It actually should have been a little bit worse.
It should have been worse.
Yeah.
Herman, who you got?
So it's funny because I was going down the list while Marcus was thinking about who he was going to say, and I was thinking I was going to pick an AFC team, but I'm with you guys on and I came across the Bucks, and I was like, they're 5-1. They've been without their top 2 wide receivers at least 1 or 2 games this year. They pulled out that game without their running back, and Baker Field is just. I mean, he's just balling out. He should be top candidate for MVP right now. The way that they're winning and the way he's playing. So I have to agree with y'all that I think Tampa is the number 1 team right now. They're on a 2-game win streak. They're 3-0 on the road, and that's huge. Being able to go on the road and win 3 games, and they're 3-1 in the NFC conference. So they're sitting good, right now. Looking at that, sitting at the number one seed actually in the NFC. So I agree with you guys that Tampa right now, as of today, Tampa is the best team in the league, and they can only get better getting back their top 2 wide receivers.
Any word when they're supposed to come back?
I'm not sure because Godwin had just came back and then got hurt. And then Evans, he's been out a couple of weeks, but he's not on. I don't think he's on IR. So I think
if you don't come back soon, you're gonna have a hard time getting that 1,000-yard, keeping that 1,000-yard record in a row.
Yeah, he might, but you just don't never know with him. They seem to figure out a way, you know.
All right. So that ends our top hot topics. We're going to get into our games of last week. The first game we had on tap was the Thursday night game. The Philadelphia Eagles losing to the New York Football Giants 17-34. The stats in this particular game, we got Jalen Hurts, 24 for 33, 283 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Saquon Barkley, 12 carries, 58 yards, 0 touchdowns. Dallas Goddard, 9 catches, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. For the Giants, Jackson Dart, 17 for 25, 195 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Cam Scatterboo, 19 carries, 98 yards, 3 touchdowns. Wendell Robinson, 6 receptions, 84 yards, and 1 touchdown. I'll let you start this off, Marcus. Who did you have in this game?
Yeah, I picked the Eagles. Even though I really wanted to pick the Giants, I was leaning to it, but the fact that they didn't have Malik Neighbors, I was like, well, and they're going to give it a Super Bowl champion. I picked the Eagles, but I should have picked the Giants. Giants pretty much dominated that game, in my opinion. Cam Scatterboo and Jackson Dart, they showed out. And, real Giants fan. That was a very exciting game to watch. I'm not a Giants fan, and I found it an exciting game to watch. They brought a new energy, seemed like, to that team, and they're playing lights out. I'll say this about Scatterboo. He's great. He's fun to watch, but bro, your longevity ain't gonna be long.
Oh yeah, his career. Yeah.
If you don't start to go out of bounds, stop looking for people to hit. I mean, that dude is looking for people to hit. He's not avoiding hits.
Yeah.
Bro, the average length of a career for a running back in the NFL is 3 years, bro. If you want to outlive that, you need to start going out of bounds a little bit. Calm it down. It's fun to watch, but if you want to get past that rookie contract, bro, you might want to tone it down a little bit. But I picked the Eagles, and I was wrong. I should have picked the Giants.
Herman, do you have Brian's pick for that game?
Yeah, we all picked the Eagles.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Yeah, we all picked the Eagles on this one.
Yeah, I think Jackson Dart. I picked the Eagles, of course. I think Jackson Dart played actually a solid game on third downs and in the red zones. He was great. He didn't turn over the ball. That was a big thing. Cam Scatterboo ran the ball like he was an old head, like he was an old veteran. They both played like they were back in college, to believe it or not. I don't know what to say about the Eagles. Eagles just don't. They struggle with identity. They don't have an identity right now. You don't know what they want to do. Jalen Hurts ran the ball 7 times, but they didn't look at Saquon too much. They didn't run him that much. But they were hurting. They were missing Jalen Carter. He wasn't there, and it made a difference because Giants were running up and down on them. But yeah, I took the Eagles in this one, and they won it. The Giants won it. Giants won it.
It's already probably like it going anyway, but you're trying to get a tush push band. Keep running it 4 times in a row. Keep running 4. And why do you need to run it 4? You got Saquon back there. Why do you need to run it 4 times in a row? I'm confused.
It's
what is Saquon there for?
Yeah, it's like Mark said. It kind of they're losing their identity.
They don't have an identity, yeah.
And I think a lot of it goes to, okay, you got complaining wide receivers now, and you got a quarterback who's missing throws to these wide receivers, and then you got this stud running back that carried y'all to a Super Bowl last year. Shut up, everybody else. Run the football, play action, read options, get to what works. Jalen can run the football. Barkley, he had 12 carries for 58 yards. That's it. And they weren't far behind in this game at any point. At halftime, the game was 17 to 20. Okay, Eagles did nothing in the second half. This game, man, you could tell how important Jackson Dart was to the energy of that team when Brian Daboll lost his freaking mind and was running up in the blue tent. Like now they face him possibly losing draft picks because of that. A draft pick because of that.
He trying to save his job, bro.
But he looked like a desperate fool. Like, you the head coach, right? You have to have a semblance of calmness on the sideline. Yeah. He was looking like a chicken with his head cut off, running around looking crazy. And then
I never seen that before. Most of the time, the coach doesn't even know where near that. They just somebody come back and report to him.
Right,
that's what I'm saying.
Somebody reports back to him and let him know what the status is. So it's like he
ran up in the tent. Like, he was like, Daboll, what are you doing, bro? You look crazy right now. That was the craziest thing I'd ever seen on the sideline.
Did you see the obvious AI video of him running up in there?
No.
Hey, what are y'all doing? Get him back out there. Obviously AI, but that was crazy.
Yeah, this was a good game. This could be a jump starter for the Giants. I hate to say it, but this could possibly be a jump starter for the Giants. We'll see. Dart played pretty good. And against the Eagles defense that's supposed to be good, but their secondary is not that great. And like you said, Carter was out too. So they got more of a test to come. But, as for the Eagles, this is a game that they never should have lost. You're the defending Super Bowl champions. They're lost right now. And I think a lot of it is because, like Mark said, they have no identity. If you're going to be a run team, run the daggone ball and don't care what them receivers say. Shut the hell up and get to the sideline if you don't want to be on the field. This is what we doing. This is what got us to the Super Bowl last year. Run the ball. You that's what you brought Saquon in for. And you didn't even let him go off on his former team.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why you were running. I don't know why you were running the touch push 4 times. You got Barkley back there. Like, what's the point?
It's crazy.
What's the point?
I picked the Eagles, and I got this one wrong too.
All right, moving on to the next game, we have the LA Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Rams won this game 17-3. In this game, stats for it, we've got LA Rams, Matt Stafford, 17 for 26, 181 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interception. Kyron Williams, 13 carries, 50 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyler Higbee, 4 catches, 40 yards, 1 touchdown. For the Ravens, Cooper Rush, 11 for 19 for 73 yards, 0 touchdown, 1 interception. Derrick Henry, 24 carries, 122 yards, 0 touchdown. Zay Flowers, 6 catches for 46 yards, 0 touchdowns. On this one, I actually took the Rams on this. The Ravens lost their second straight game without Lamar Jackson. Early in the game, we saw Devontae Adams drop a bunch of passes. He kind of redeemed himself towards the end. Puka got hurt, but you saw that they worked out their little some adversity and got back into this game. Came out the second half, finished the first half with 2 third-quarter touchdowns and all. But the Ravens, they're in trouble.
Yeah,
they're in deep trouble. It's going to be questioned whether or not Lamar can bring them back when he comes back. I don't think we're not scheduled to see him back. Until is it week by week? Or
I haven't heard any. He's not on IR, but I haven't heard any timeline.
I think they're going week by week. Saying, but the Ravens in trouble. But yeah, I took the Rams on this one, and they won it. Herman.
Yeah, this was an easy no-brainer pick, which is crazy when you think about it, to go with the Rams, and I picked the Rams. Derrick Henry, they ran the ball. He had 24 carries for 122 yards. It worked in the first half, but the problem with the Ravens, besides their defense, Cooper Rush was not a good fit for them as a backup quarterback, in my opinion. I don't know why the Ravens need to find somebody who can at least mimic a little bit of what Lamar does. So you don't have to change your entire freaking offense if your backup has to come in. It doesn't make any sense for them. To me, when they signed Cooper Rush, they were seeing what he did behind Dak. But the thing is Dak doesn't really run that same type of offense. Cooper Rush is going to come in and be your pocket guy, play action, stuff like that. And their offense is really, it's not really designed like that. They need somebody who can do a little bit of what Lamar can do. 72 yards passing is crazy. Okay.
And then they pulled him out. What quarter was it when they yanked him out? They pulled him out.
I'm not sure.
Third quarter?
I can't remember, but something's gonna have to give because this ain't working. And like you said, they're 1-5 now. In the AFC, I don't see how you coming back from that. I just don't. But I picked the Rams and I got this one right.
Marcus?
You also picked the Rams, and like you said, it was a pretty easy pick, which is something you think could be crazy to say when you're talking about the Ravens. But this year has just not been their year. With Lamar gone, they were already doing bad defense with Trevor while he was there. Unless he comes back anytime soon, you keep losing games, you're going to be too much of a hole to get out. Steelers are probably going to win this division if they keep going the way they're going. You figure the AFC West might be the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos, so you're eliminated right there. If you get three teams out of one division, Baltimore doesn't stand a chance. So I don't know. I think this season is done. To be honest with you, unless Lamar comes back 100% healthy, if it's too late this season, I would just keep him out, I guess, because unless
people are going to scream about something like that.
Well, unless what's his name, Harbaugh, I thought I'm crazy for saying this is want to play to keep his job because I think he might be on the hot seat. To be honest with you,
it's starting to warm up a little bit. I can agree with you, warming up a little bit, but I think before Lamar went down, their defense was really what was is where it was killing them. But yeah, it's something to keep. We're gonna have to keep an eye on.
If he keeps his job, that defensive coordinator is definitely fired. That's for sure.
Yeah, that defensive coordinator got to go.
He might not make it a whole season. To be honest with
you. Yeah.
Well, one thing I'd say, the Ravens defense just don't look like what you identify from the Ravens.
Not at all.
Nothing like that. So yeah, I think their offensive coordinator, the defense coordinator will probably be the first one to get fired before the coach, because their defense is terrible. All right. Moving on to the next game, we have the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game, the Seahawks won it 20-17. Stats in this one.
2012.
20-12.
That's what I say. I can't even read my own handwriting. 20-12. I can't even read my own handwriting. Wow. Stats in this game. We have Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold, 16 for 27, 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interception. Kenneth Walker III, 10 carries, 34 yards, 0 touchdowns. Jackson Smith, the Jigma, 8 receptions, 162 yards, 1 touchdown. For the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, 12 for 42, 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
27 for 42.
What did I say? 27 for what?
27 for 42. You said 12.
Oh. It looked like 12. 42.
Hey, bro, I'm going to need you to start writing it down and just print it out. You can't read your own handwriting.
Travis Etienne, 12 carries for 27 yards. Then you have Brian Thomas, 8 receptions for 90 yards, 1 touchdown. Herman, I'll let you go first in this one. Who did you have in this one?
Yeah, in this one, I had the Jaguars. They had been playing pretty good, and they just come off an impressive win over the Chiefs, and they were at home. So I expected them to win this one, but they didn't. I'm looking at the stats and just I didn't get to see much of this game, but they just didn't play good at home. Maybe they had kind of a letdown after coming off that Chiefs game. You win a big game and just kind of come home and do whatever. But the games I've watched of the Jags, I'm trying to figure out when they're going to start using Hunter better, I guess. Get him more involved on offense. He's playing both sides of the ball. He's not playing both sides equally, but I feel like, and I said this to my son, I said, man, I just feel like the Jaguars are going to waste Travis Hunter, his first however many years. If you're going to get him on, if you're going to have him on the offensive side of the ball, let's get him the ball. Let's let him become a playmaker,
I think that's a Hunter issue. I think he needs to pick a side and stick with it. I don't think I think Jacksonville is placating this dude too much. Pick a side.
Well, according to Dion said the more he played both ways, the better he actually was on both sides of the football.
That was college football. That's college football.
It's about endurance, and apparently he has it. I mean, they play the same amount of time.
Okay, but as you get older, how long can you keep playing like that? Pick a side.
He's literally not older though, so
but
you can't say it's his
I
rookie
have to
year.
agree with you, Marcus. I think he needs to pick a side.
No, because if you look at when he's on offense, I don't feel like they're making a point to get him the ball.
He's not doing much of defense. He had two tackles. That was it.
That's because they're like, that's what I'm saying. Like he's not. I don't know. People ain't throwing his way. All I'm saying is that I agree with you before about he should probably pick a side, but at the same time, you took him knowing you were going to play him both ways. But if you use him at least on offense where you can truly get the ball in his hands, that's all I'm saying. But yep, I picked the Jags. I got this one wrong. They're up and down. They're still 4-2 though. So
you also have to look at who he practices with. Where does he spend the majority of his time? If he don't spend his time in the wide receiver room, he ever spend his time on the offense practicing, with the first team. Come on, bro. Pick a side. That's all I said. Pick a side. It's more about just. It's more than just playing. It's what meetings are you attending? You in all the meetings? That's a lot. That's a lot. Mentally, that's a lot. This is not college.
But you can't
just do it off your athletic prowess alone.
If you watch the games, is what I'm talking about. The games I've seen of them, you're not seeing him run wrong routes. You're not seeing him out of place or confused about his assignments on offense. They're just not throwing him the football. That's what I'm saying.
Because he's not
but
getting.
You're right. It could be because he's not practicing with the first team. But that's on the coaches. Like the coaches need to figure out a way to make this happen.
Who did Brian have in this one?
Brian had in the first two, we were all in accord. Brian had the Seahawks in this one.
Okay. And so did I. I had the Seahawks, man. Sam Darnold almost threw for 300 yards, man. You talk about Trevor Lawrence was sacked 7 times. Your boy Lawrence for Seattle, he had 2 of those sacks. Seattle defense just carried the team and over victory. So yeah, I took Seattle in this.
Who'd you say threw for almost 300 yards?
Trevor Lawrence.
No, you said
no. I'm sorry, Sam Darnold. I mean
MVP candidate Sam Darnold.
I know you. I know you.
That's right. Marcus, who did you have in this one?
Yeah, I picked Jacksonville. I was a little bit too hype on them after what they did in Kansas City. I should have known that Trevor Lawrence was going to come back down to earth. Even though he did have 2 touchdowns, I don't know what was going on with the kicking problem. They only got 12 points. They must have went for a 2-point, missed that, and then missed an extra point. But yeah, I haven't watched the Seahawks a lot this year, so I wasn't aware of how good they were doing. But they both had the same record. But plus it was a home game for Jaguars. Like I said, Herman, I think it was just a letdown. They had so much energy in that Kansas City win.
I think so too.
They just had nothing left for this game. But I picked the Jaguars, and I was wrong.
All right. Next game we have is the Detroit Lions taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs won it 30-17. Stats in this game. We've got for Detroit, Jared Goff, 23 for 29, 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Jahmyr Gibbs, 17 carries, 65 yards, 0 touchdowns. Jackson Williams, 6 receptions, 66 yards, 1 touchdown. For Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, 22 for 30, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interception. Pacheco, 12 carries for 51 yards, 0 touchdown. And Kelsey, 6 catches for 78 yards, 0 touchdowns. Marcus, I'll let you start this out. Who do we have in this one?
Yeah, I picked the Lions. I guess I tried to write the Kansas City dynasty off a little bit too soon. I should have known better. It's Mahomes. It's Andy Reid. They just Kansas City came to play. They I think they looked the best they looked all year. Marquise Brown, he was doing his thing. Juju caught a couple of key passes. They just did what they had to do, and I should have had a little bit more faith. I think any other year I probably would have picked the Chiefs, but Detroit was looking like a more dominant team, a better team, and I thought they had won in there before, like 2 years ago. So I thought they'd be able to do it again, and I was definitely wrong. Plus I think had I known Taylor Swift was going to be there, I probably would have picked the Chiefs. I didn't know. They need to put that in when they're doing the point spread and all that. They need to put a Taylor Swift going to be there. I would have picked Chiefs if I'd known Taylor Swift.
She's always going to be there. It's her fiance at this point.
I mean, no, she might be. She's a very busy woman. She's not a housewife. She's very busy.
I don't think
woman.
she's got any tours going on right now.
So yeah, but I picked the Lions and I was wrong. Finally got that butt kick. And let me say this: for them to, I love these trick plays the Lions do, but bro, you got to get these rules down. It was 2 years ago. They did the same thing as the Cowboys and got overturned. You got to get, if you're gonna run these plays, know what the rules are, man. Know what the rules are. And for you to hold the ball for 10 minutes and walk all the way down that field and only get 3 points, you just didn't look like you came prepared. You looked off. I wouldn't expect that from a Detroit team. I expect them to walk down the field, take 10 minutes, and run that thing in for a touchdown. They just shot themselves in the foot. And trick plays are great, but get the rules down. That's like twice in 2 years or 3 years that a touchdown is going away because you don't you're not familiar with the rules. So, a well-coached team would know these rules.
All right, in this one, I did the same thing. I took the Lions in this one, man. You could tell the Lions were frustrated. That's why Brian Branch delivered that punch to Juju. They was getting whooped pretty much the whole game. The Kansas City dominated them. They looked like the old Kansas City Chiefs. They shut down the Lions' offense. Pretty much held them to just about less than half the scoring points they did so far this season. But Mahomes and he was distributing the ball around pretty good. The Lions couldn't do anything with it, and they messed up their chances, especially when they got in the red zone. So yeah, I took the Lions in this one, and I got it wrong. From the looks of things, you're wearing a cap. It sounds like Brian took the Lions too.
Yes, Brian took the Lions also.
And Herman, who do you got?
Thank you. Appreciate you coming out to watch the genius. I appreciate you. I don't know what y'all was thinking. Okay.
We know you know what I'm thinking.
The demise of the Chiefs was highly exaggerated. I
agree.
And yeah, the Lions did go in there 2 years ago and beat the Chiefs at home, but you could see the Chiefs were starting to get it back a little bit. They lost to the Jags, but you could see it. You could see it in that Jags game. I knew that the Chiefs were going to win this game, hands down. I had no qualm, no hesitation to go with the Chiefs in this one and lone wolf it. Kelsey finally looks like he's starting to have fun again. They got Worthy back. They're getting Rashee Rice back. He's coming back again too. But the thing, they look different, man. They played harder. They played different. And on the flip side, Marcus, like you said, the thing about the Lions, sometimes these trick plays and all this extra stuff is just not necessary. Me and Darian always watching games on Sunday. We text each other and I'd be like, these offensive coordinators always got to act like they so smart or be smarter than they really need to be. You don't have to do all that stuff. And if you're going to do it, like you said, to get it wrong on the rules, you have to have that down first when you design the play. So stop trying to be cute. Stop trying to be smarter than or show everybody how smart you are. Call a fade pass. Run the football. You know what I'm saying? 7 is 7. If it gets you in the end zone, it gets you in the end zone. Just stop trying to be cute. But I picked the Chiefs, and I got this one right. And I'm just not buying into the Lions. I'm just not. Return my tassel. I have now graduated to football genius.
All right. Next game we got is the Buffalo Bills taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons won this game 24-14. In this game, the stats, we have Josh Allen, 15 for 26, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. James Cook, the third, 17 carries, 87 yards, 0 touchdown. Joshua Palmer, 17 catches, 17 catches. What did I look at? 2 receptions, 60 yards, 0 touchdowns. Michael Penix, 20 for 32, 250 yards, 1 touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 19 carries, 170 yards, 1 touchdown, and he's still running. Drake London, 10 catches for 158 yards and 1 touchdown. I should have took him in the trade.
I'm glad I didn't trade him.
This game, Herman, let you go first. Who did you have in this one?
Yeah, I had Buffalo in this one. I guess I did not expect Atlanta to come out there and pretty much dominate this game. They pretty much dominated this game at home. I expected a way better performance from Buffalo. The score at halftime was 21-7. It should have been 28-7 because London almost got in that end zone, but he stepped out of bounds before he could get the ball across the plane. And right there, I thought, okay, now that gives Buffalo a chance. But no, it didn't. Josh Allen threw 2 picks. I think there was a couple of fumbles. I think they had fumbles, a couple of fumbles too. I can't remember, but yeah, I picked Buffalo, and I was wrong. And I have to just tip my hat to Atlanta. Atlanta came out and was like, and hit Buffalo in the mouth and kept hitting them in the mouth until the game was over. Hats off to Buffalo. I mean, to Atlanta. They showed that Monday night primetime game was not too big for them. I think they hadn't had a Monday nighter. It had been like 7 years, I think, since they had been on Monday Night Football. I think they said when the game came on, but hats off to Atlanta. They hit them in the mouth. They made a statement.
Yeah, I agree with you, Herman. I took the Bills on this one, man. You talk about turnovers. They did have two turnovers, and the Falcons had 0. The Bills gave up 4 sacks compared to Atlanta's 2. But I think another big deal is the Falcons are finding a pass rush. They putting pressure on quarterbacks now, and it was a big result, a big turnaround for them getting this win out of here. They put pressure on Josh Allen, which created some sacks and 2 interceptions. So yeah, I didn't see it coming, but they came out and played some ball against him. I thought that at one point in the game that the Bills had a chance to come back and put it close, but Josh threw an interception. Yeah. So yeah, I took the Marcus.
He also took the Bills. Definitely didn't expect Atlanta to come out and dominate the way they did. The Bills look terrible. It's crazy to see the Bills play like that, but they have a couple of games like that every year, and it's just wild that Josh Allen had 2 interceptions. Thought he was over that, especially with Diggs gone, but I definitely didn't predict the Atlanta Falcons to dominate the way they did, and yeah, I was wrong.
And Brian had the Bills in this one too, so we are all wrong.
Okay. Our final game we have. Oh, excuse me, I gotta get ready for this one.
You ain't gotta make all that noise, man. Just put the hat on quietly and move on. Okay. I don't want all these noises.
All right. Can you see it? Can you see it good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The second Monday nighter game we had the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. The Bears won it 25-24 with the Jake Moody last minute field goal to clinch this game. The stats in this one: we got the Bears. Caleb Williams, 17 for 29, 252 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interception. DeAndre Swift, 14 carries, 108 yards, 0 touchdowns. Also, Swift, 2 receptions for 67 yards and 1 touchdown. For the Commanders, Jaden Daniels, 19 for 26, 211 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bill Krasky Merritt, 17 for 61 yards. And you had Chris Moore, 3 receptions, 46 yards, and 1 touchdown. Herman, who did you have in this?
Well, I was wrong in this one. I had the Commanders winning this one. Jaden Daniels is looking a little rusty right now. I mean, he just came back from injury, so hopefully he'll be a little rusty this week too. But Washington's down. You know, they were down. They're still down. Scary Terry and I guess Debo did Debo played this game, right?
He played.
Yep.
Yeah.
He had 1 rush and 4 catches.
Nothing. Okay, so yeah, I picked the Commanders. I got this wrong. This was a revenge game for the Bears, and I think it all started with the Commanders wearing the same uniforms they did when they beat them on the Hail Mary from last year. That little pettiness.
How's that petty? That's good luck.
It was petty. It was petty, and it pissed the Bears off, and your petty came back to haunt you. So I picked the Commanders, and I got this wrong. And Brian also picked the Commanders and got this wrong.
Gotcha. Marcus?
Yeah, they lost. Too many turnovers.
Somebody don't have nothing to say, huh?
Did you even stay up and watch the game, Mr.
I didn't watch the game at all.
Oh Lord!
I only watch if they win.
You're terrible. You're terrible, man. We're gonna take your Commanders card back.
You can't take that.
All right. Can I get my music? It is I. It is I. What can I say? I told you all. But yeah, this definitely was a revenge game for the Chicago Bears. They forced 3 turnovers. I think that mist and that rain played a part in it. I kind of question them putting Jaden in the shotgun at the end of this game because of that. I think that played a part in it. But the Bears had revenge on their mind the whole time.
They did.
But the turnovers were crucial. There were crucial times in the moment where they gave it up. I just questioned a couple of the play calls in this game for the Commanders. Kudos go to Jaden for stepping up and taking ownership of this loss. He said it was all on him. He's got to do a better job. I give him credit for doing that. But yeah,
he wasn't lying. So it was on him. So.
Well, he stepped up and said it. I took the Commanders and I won this one.
That sense
The Bears.
Some turning. Yeah, he took the Bears. That sense some turning on Jaden there.
No, I'm not turning on Jaden. No, I'm just saying.
Okay, all right.
He was right. 3 turnovers, that'll do it.
How we do this week?
1-5, bro. I don't know what the hell be going on with me. I got the worst season ever.
3-3.
My totals for the year are 11, 18, and 1.
It was like 2 and 4. Good grief!
If it wasn't for the Rams,
This was a rough week. This was a rough week. It was.
If it wasn't for the Rams, I had no.
Wow.
All right. So we get into the games for next week.
Yep.
First one we have Aaron Rodgers led. I heard somebody refer to this game as the Moth Bowl. Two of these two old quarterbacks.
It's the two oldest quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yeah. We got the 4-1 Steelers taking on the 2-4 Cincinnati Bengals. The predictors got the Steelers at 65%, 5.5 points on the Steelers. I'll start this off. The Steelers.
The Bama showed up just in time for you to pick the Steelers against his team.
All right. Marcus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the Steelers. It's Joe Flacco. It's the Bengals. They got no defense. I think that's an obvious pick. Steelers.
Herman, who Brian has in this one?
He did not give me his picks. I asked for the picks, and he said, "Yes, please."
He's got to put it in the group chat.
I said, "Do you want to give us your picks?" He said, "Yes, please." And then I said, "Okay, so no picks."
Hey, Brian, you put those picks in there before they get to tomorrow's game, okay? Put them in there.
Mark, you should.
Herman, who'd you have?
This is a no-brainer. This will be closer than we expect it to be. It's going to be a closer game. You can make that face if you want, but I'm going with the Steelers. But this will be closer than this. Ain't going to be no blowout.
I'm sorry, Joe Burrow's not playing this game. So
Joe Flacco is though.
It's going to be a blowout.
I'm predicting
close. It'll be over for halftime.
I agree with you, Bama. It's going to be close.
I got the next game we got is the 4-2 LA Rams taking on the 4-2 Jacksonville Jaguars. The predictor has 58% for the Rams. The Rams 3.5 points. Marcus, who do you have?
I'm going with my Super Bowl pick. I picked the Rams Super Bowl. I'm going with them over the Jags. I'm taking the Rams.
Herman?
I'm going with the Jags. I think that the Jags just had a letdown last week. I think the Jags are good, and they're at home. So give me the Jags.
Is that wide receiver playing? Is he out or is he playing?
Who?
Rams.
Puka.
Yeah, Puka.
Oh, Puka? I'm not sure.
Did
he come back in the game? Yeah.
Yeah, he came back.
Yeah.
You know what, Herman? I want to take the Rams, but something tells me they're a little bit beat up right now. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take the Jags. I'm taking the Jags on this one, yo.
All right.
So am I lone wolfing this or what?
We don't know because we don't know what Brian's picking. So I guess for right now, yeah, you lone wolf.
Yeah, you lone wolf for right
now. Give me my Super Bowl pick all day, every day.
All right, next game we have the 5-1 Indianapolis Colts at the 4-2 LA Chargers. The predictors have the Chargers at 51%. Chargers 1.5 points. I'll start this one off. This is going to be a good one.
Should be.
Oh, I'm going to take the Colts in this one. I'm going to stick with the Colts. Give me the Colts. Herman?
Well, I started the year off drinking whatever color that is, Kool-Aid. the powder blue Kool-Aid. So let me stick with it. Give me the Chargers.
They're gonna be playing in some sunshine uniforms this week. I think it's pretty. It'll be the yellow on yellow. It's kind of nice. I like it.
Oh God!
They're trying to blind.
It's nice though. I like it. I really
trying to blind the Colts.
So, Marcus, who you got?
I'm taking MVP candidate Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones. I'm taking the Colts.
So I guess I'm lone wolfing for now.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers.
All right, next game we got is the 3-2 Atlanta Falcons at the 4-2 San Francisco 49ers. The predictor has the Niners at 63%, 3.5, 3.5 points. I got I'll let you go first, Herman. Who you got?
You know what? I'm going with the Falcons. They impressed me Monday night. And the 49ers, first of all, you don't know what quarterback's playing. They are just a walking wounded. They just lost Fred Warner. He's out for the season.
Yeah.
Give me the Falcons.
I'm gonna agree with you, Herman. I think I'm gonna take the Falcons, especially after coming off the Bills. How they played the Bills and the defense was a solid. I'm taking the Falcons in this one too. Marcus?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Falcons. Though this could be a trap game. You know, they had that big win over Buffalo. You know, be so much injury from the last game. But like Herman said, the 49ers is hurt. They just stay hurt. Don't know which quarterback is playing. I'm going with the Falcons.
Next game we got is the 5-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the 4-2 Detroit Lions. Predictor has the Lions at 62%. 5.5 points for the Lions. I'm gonna ride the Bucks on this one. Give me the Bucks. Marcus?
I gotta drink the blue Kool-Aid. As much prop as I given the Bucks and Bakerfield earlier, I can't see the Lions going down there and losing 2 in a row like that, getting dominated like they got pushed around by the Kansas City Chiefs, getting bullied. It's time for the bullies to be the real bullies on the block and start biting some kneecaps. I'm taking the Lions.
Herman?
Is this a Sunday night game?
It must be.
Or is it a Monday nighter?
I think it's a Sunday nighter.
Okay. Good. I can't wait to watch this one.
No, it's a Monday nighter.
It's a Monday night game.
They got 2 Monday night games again.
We got another 2 Monday night games. Yeah, they killing it.
I can't. Well, yeah, I gotta watch this one. As much props though, like Marcus says, I give the Bucks. I still think they're the best team right now in the league. They're playing the best. I'm gonna go with the Lions on this one.
Wow.
It's hard to go into Detroit and play, and I don't think they can do it again without their top 2 receivers. And I haven't heard either one of them's playing this week. So give me the Lions.
Okay. All right. The last game we got is the 2-3 Texans.
That would make you lone wolf, Mark, until we know. Even though Sean counts, until we know what Brian's doing. That's a lone wolf for you.
All right. Last game we got is the 2-3 Texans at the 4-2 Seattle Seahawks. The predictor has the Seahawks at 51%. Seahawks 2.5. Herman, who'd you got in this one?
I'm going with Seattle on this one. Texas haven't. They're not good this year, and the Seahawks are at home. It's hard to go up to Seattle and win that game. So, give me the Seahawks in this one.
Yeah, I'm agree with you. I'm gonna take the Seahawks. I like what the Seahawks defense did last week, and Houston is just too up and down. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Yeah, they are way up and down.
Marcus?
Yeah, I agree with y'all. I'm gonna take the Seahawks. Houston is just you can't tell what kind of team is gonna come week to week. So Seahawks have been more consistent. Sam Donaldson playing pretty good. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Okay, so that ends our pick for next week. Getting close to the ending the show time. We can finish up with a final thoughts. Anybody want to start off with anything?
Yeah, I'll go first. Final thought. I want to wish my youngest a happy birthday. Today is her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hope you enjoyed your day today.
Enjoy your day. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
That's it.
I really don't have a final thought. I would say that condolence go out to D'Angelo's son. We lost a music icon, I think, this week, and that's D'Angelo. So I'm gonna have me some brown sugar. I mean, some some Kool-Aid for an honor for Mr. D'Angelo.
I think that would have hit better if you would have had if you was a woman saying, I don't know if that hits the same.
Pause.
Marcus,
Pause. No Diddy.
Marcus,
No Diddy.
you know what brown sugar he's talking about. Don't play games.
Okay.
Go ahead, Marcus.
I guess I really don't have any final thoughts. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us up out of here. I want to thank everyone for coming out. If you catch us on YouTube, I want you to share, like, and subscribe. You can catch us on Facebook and our Facebook group, The Layered Game, on X at The Layered Game 3, Instagram, The Official Layered Game, and on TikTok at The Layered Game 91. You can also catch us over there on the Aboriginal Sports Network. We broadcast over there, same time we broadcast over here. So go on over there and check those guys out. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace. We out.
Peace.